Hey guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video is going to feature this look. I was actually in one of my local beauty stores and I got my hands on the Naked Basic palette. Yay! Now, do you see how powdery these shadows are and how matte they are? Would you believe that I created this smoky eye with such a bare palette? All you need to create this look is your Naked palette. If you can't get your hands on one of these or have not, definitely use a bunch of taupe shades. And I incorporated one of my Wet n Wild units that I probably highlighted in my tutorial of one of my fall previews. And I used the greens in here. And you can see this is all broken up. It was only $4.99, so you can't say much about that. But I do a lot of greens in this video. Hopefully you guys like it. You can apply a different pop of color on the middle of your eye with a plum or a blue or even a pink or a fuchsia, or you know, the combinations are endless. And if you see the sparkle, I did use my lip glitter. So if this is a look you're interested in, stay tuned and I'll show you how I created it. First, I'm going to begin by using my Sigma brush, which is the large fluffy brush, the E50, and my MAC paint pot. Here I'm actually using the soft ochre. What I find by using a brush when applying such a thick primer across the lid, it really allows maximum coverage and a very even distribution of product. You don't want any skipping on this step. Next, I'm going to move on to my Naked Basics palettes by Urban Decay. And there I'm actually using a very flat brush, very dense paddle brush, so to speak, just to really grab those colors. You really want to apply as much shimmer on that under portion of the brow to highlight it. That shade was Venus. Next, I moved on to the Foxy shade. These shadows are very powdery, very flat in color, but you'll see that I am using a Sigma brush here. This is my tapered blending brush, the E35, and just blending those products out. And next, I'm going to move on to the WOS color. By blending these products, you can really get a really even distribution of color. And as the pigments get increasingly more pigmented, by applying them on top and transitioning them, you can tell right there by using the shade called Faint, the shades really start to pop. Go back in and just reapply as necessary. So gradually you just continuously move down. Next, I'm going to use Crave, which is the darkest shade in this palette. I'm going to use it on my external part of the eye and right on the enter, almost like creating a very big dot. And what happens, it draws excitement to the middle of the eye. Using that same brush, I'm going to use that very sharpened edge and just blend. And then I flipped my brush and went to a more feathery portion of it and blend out. Now you could actually stop there, but as you can see, I actually pulled out my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette and I started to layer that iridescent shade, which is kind of a gray blue, but it's very iridescent-y, and it actually started to go really flat, which is why I comboed it with a little bit of the green. Who would have thought? My favorite shade. And as I apply those colors, it just gives the most illuminating glow. Now, the Urban Decay palettes are very well made. Wet n Wild, you know, $4.99 versus $30. Okay, so which is why it was chipped. But there again, they created a beautiful shade in those greens and blues, very iridescent. And as you can see, I'm just going to use a paddle brush and just apply that right underneath the bottom. And I think I was actually using one of my Sigma Pro brushes. And you see I've grabbed a flat edge, and just to continue to pull on the external portion of that eye, just keep pulling at it, and you can see that trace is very, very nice. Now, I do have some of my subscribers that like to use a baby white, but I've already applied some concealer and foundation, so I really don't want to disturb that. And then I'm going in now and just reapplying a little bit of the Naked 2 color, just to really enhance that external portion of the eye, but not really to take away from the work that I've done around the eye itself. And go back in with your blending brush and blend. This is going to be somewhat of a smoky eye, and remember, the blend is necessary. Next, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite drugstore eyeliners, the Jordana Fabulous Liner in black, and I'm really going to start to sketch out where I want that line to be. I'm not going to make it really extra pronounced. I just really want it to frame the eye itself, not really to be the main focus, because I've done so much work to create the shape of the eye, and I don't want to take away from that. And then I'm using a angled brush here, and just really defining the external portion with a little bit more of that Crave product and more blending. You'll notice that I do a lot of blending in this video, and as well as my other smoky eye videos. It's very important to make those lines look very fluid, as if they transition to one another. Therefore, you're going to create the beauty of the look itself. There, I'm actually using my Wet n Wild, that is the cream liner, and one of my new brushes, I believe it's called Japanese. I found it in my Ulta beauty supply store. And you see how that angle is. It allows for your hand to grab the top part of the brush and not to distort your vision. And I do wear eyeglasses, so sometimes it gets difficult when I'm recording to see, so I need nothing in the way. And I'm just going in now and using my lip glitter and just packing it on. Pat. You create the texture there. This color is very iridescent. It does not take away from the pigment that you've already applied. It really, as I mentioned before, creates texture to the look. So this type of technique, it's really important to make sure you frame the eye perfectly before you start to apply the glitter. As you'll see here, I'm going to remove the fallout using my MAC 159 brush and my favorite Bennye powder, the banana powder. So I'm actually using the yellow powder there. And before I applied that, I did use my Relvon ColorStay foundation, was the foundation I used in this video, and I used my MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer. So therefore, when you apply those products and you allow them to bond to the skin properly, you can use that Bennye powder with no skipping. Here I'm actually using a surprisingly favorite product of mine now. It's the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo Unit. I found this at my Walmart store for about $3, and that shade is St. Lucia. Next, I'm using my favorite black mascara, the Black Lacquer Voluminous Mascara. Drugstore find, love. Apply the lashes of your choice. I am in the process of testing different lashes now, and I believe these were just some Ardell lashes I had lying around. And I wanted this look to be kind of thin and wispy again, because I did so much work on the eye itself. I did not want the lashes to be the focal. I wanted my work to be the focal. And I'm using a flat shader brush just to complete the look. And there you have it. We haven't decided on a name just yet, but I just Instagrammed a picture, and hopefully one of my subscribers will tell me what to name it. That's all I have for now. Make sure you continue to follow me at love_Kiani at Instagram. That's where you'll see where I'm wearing all these amazing looks. You have some photos here of the recording session itself. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, that's all we have. Leave your comments below for the next videos you would like to see. Thanks for watching. Bye.